Hi, and welcome to Dave's NFL Picks, Week 13. Well, this week, it's American Thanksgiving, a time when everyone gives thanks for the things in their lives that they're grateful for. I'm grateful to the NFL for providing me with enough comedy material to last a lifetime. Thanks for all the domestic violence cases, the widespread prescription drug abuse, the off-the-field arrests for pot and cocaine, the concussion issues, for players' entourages beating the crap out of fans, and especially for Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson. That's a year of comedy just on those two alone. Thanks, NFL, for being a wasteland of moral depravity and violence. The NFL, more toxic than nuclear waste, and lasts longer too. This week, I'm giving thanks for every game that I pick. So, here we go. The Thanksgiving Day games. Chicago at Detroit. Thanks, Jay Cutler, for throwing so many passes to opposing teams and making me laugh just as much as Bill Cosby. Detroit by 3. Philadelphia at Dallas. Thanks, Philadelphia, for giving Mark Sanchez a second chance at football life. And thanks to you, Mark, for blowing it. Dallas by 2. Seattle at San Francisco. Thanks, 49ers, for showing so much compassion and for providing so many convicts with work after they get out of jail. 49ers by 3. And now, the games for the rest of the week. San Diego at Baltimore. Thanks, Philip Rivers, for insisting we call you Philip, and sharing the smarmiest asshole award with Charles Lindbergh. Baltimore by 2. Cleveland at Buffalo. Thanks, Johnny Manziel, for being the I in team. Buffalo by 1. Tennessee at Houston. Thanks, J.J. Watt, for inspiring a whole new generation of comic superheroes. Houston by 1. Washington at Indianapolis. Thanks, Dan Snyder, for being the arrogant, racist pig that you are, and for keeping your crappy team's name on the front page. Indianapolis by 4. New York Giants at Jacksonville. Thanks, Jacksonville, for being worse than the New York Giants. Giants by 3. Carolina at Minnesota. Thanks, Roger Goodell, for getting it right. And thanks to you, Adrian Peterson, for getting it wrong. Minnesota by 3. New Orleans at Pittsburgh. Thanks, Ben Roethlisberger, for having more sexual harassment suits than Armani ones. Pittsburgh by 2. Oakland at St. Louis. Thanks, St. Louis grand jury, for setting back race relations 200 years. Oakland by 1. Cincinnati at Tampa Bay. Thanks, NFC South, for being more embarrassing than a Justin Bieber beer run. Cincinnati by 6. Arizona at Atlanta. Thanks, Atlanta, for absolutely sucking this year and still being tied for the division lead. Arizona by 1. New England at Green Bay. Thanks, Pats and Packers, for having this game at this time of year so I can set my bets for the Super Bowl in February. Green Bay by 2. Denver at Kansas City. Thanks to all the Denver players, except for Peyton Manning, for ruining his legacy. Kansas City by 2. And finally, Miami at the New York Jets. Thanks, New York Jets, for making New York football fans forget how bad the Giants are. Miami by 1. Those are my picks. We'll see you next week. Oh, and have a happy Thanksgiving.